So, Super Mario Odyssey was one of those games that got pretty much perfect scores when it came to reviews. But was it really that good? Let's take a look back. Now, when it came to some other games that got universal praise, such as Super Mario Galaxy or Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, I completely understood. Those games were amazing. But for Odyssey, I personally didn't feel it deserved that much praise. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying I hate this game. It's a good game. It's a very good game. And I had a lot of fun with it. But I just don't think it's as perfect as everybody makes it out to be. Here are some of my biggest disappointments with the game. Number 1, the stages. In the trailers for this game, they advertised that we would be able to go to really unique settings for a Mario game, such as the realistic Metro Kingdom. But aside from the Metro Kingdom and the Ruined Kingdom, most of the stages in this game were pretty much normal Mario fare. This gives the game a lack of identity, because on one hand it's trying to be something unique and different, but on the other hand it's trying to retain the same style of the past. Also, a lot of the stages, such as the Lake Kingdom and the Cloud Kingdom, were pretty bland and boring. Of course, they looked good visually, but compared to the amazing locations we were able to explore in games such as Mario Kart 8, these levels were definitely a disappointment. Can you imagine if we had a Mario game where we would be able to platform through the stage backdrops in Mario Kart 8? That would be awesome! Imagine playing through Dolphin Shoals, or Toad Harbor, or Shy Guy Falls, or Twisted Mansion. That would definitely be a lot more exciting than what we got in Super Mario Odyssey. Instead, we got basic geometric stages with different coats of paint. Another huge issue I had with this game was the music. It was definitely a lot less memorable than some other Mario games, such as the iconic tunes of the 8-bit era, or even the amazing masterpiece soundtrack we had in Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2. There were some good tracks like Cascade Kingdom, but in my opinion, the rest of the music wasn't that good. It almost sounded as if what would happen if somebody just took a bunch of random free soundtracks from an audio library and just put them together in the game. None of them really felt like they meshed together to give the game any sort of identity. And compared to what I just experienced with Mario Galaxy and Mario Kart series, this was definitely very disappointing. Finally, I'd like to talk about the gameplay. As you know, it revolves around completing mini puzzles in order to collect power moons. A lot of these puzzles are decently challenging, but a lot of them are just really short, and it can get a little bit exhausting trying to collect so many power moons hidden throughout the stages. It almost feels like what would happen if you were given a homework assignment with a bunch of really easy questions that still take a little bit of effort, but you were given, let's say, 300 of them and you had to complete them in a day. After a while, you just get fatigued. None of the questions would necessarily be hard, but you just get fatigued doing so many in a row. That's kind of like what I felt with Mario Odyssey. The pacing was a little bit off with the whole moon collecting system. I honestly prefer Mario Galaxy's short, linear stages where I can always go back and have a nice portion of well-designed content to play rather than just a bunch of mindless puzzles crammed into one large open world. The capture system was interesting, but I did have the same problem that I had with the stage design, where they tried to combine old Mario enemies as well as new crazy type of stuff, which gave the game a lack of identity. I think it would have been better if they had just focused on entirely making new, weird, realistic type of enemies and characters to capture, or if they'd focused entirely on making cute, traditional Mario-style enemies. When they mix it together like this, it just doesn't feel right. And not to mention, the story in this game was pretty much non-existent. They literally didn't even try. It's just Bowser kidnaps Peach all over again. So anyway, those are my thoughts on Mario Odyssey. I definitely still enjoy the game. I feel like the controls, visuals, and a lot of other things are really well done in this game. It's just that I definitely don't feel it's as perfect as most people make it out to be. Please feel free to share your own opinions in the comments, and please like this video and subscribe to my channel for more game-related content.